Hey guys, welcome to the stream. We're going to be doing a short one because of how late it is, and I'm going to be doing some MK9 with Soup as soon as I get an invite. I apologize for no stream last night. We ended up doing a podcast, and it was a pretty long one. Ended up going 4 hours because we had a lot of discussions. If you guys want to check it out, it's on my REO MK podcast channel. And we did it yesterday with Tom, Dave, and Cherny. It was quite a long one. It was almost like 4 hours. So it was the longest podcast that I've done in a while. But some interesting topics were talked about on that episode. We also discussed the whole Warner Bros. Thing with selling MK and, you know, what's going to be happening with MK in the future. Let's see, who do I feel like using? Start off with some Katana. Katana's always fun to play in this game.
Round one. Fight.
Patience right now. What am I playing against Denzel? Yeah, we have to be very careful to not get hit here. As soon as I say that, I get hit. Not good. The jump kick right there. Oh, I'm lucky he dropped it. This is Chip. Hey, Gonfearin, what's up, man? And what's good, Scoba? Yes, this is indeed Demon Hours. I wasn't gonna stream tonight, but then I was chatting with Soup, and I was like, you know what? Let's run. It's gonna be a short stream. We'll just run some quick MK9. So why not? I would have streamed last night too, but we did a 4-hour podcast last night. So by the time we finished, it was way too late. I ended up just going to sleep early. That's very unfortunate. Also, I could have done Unbreakable there. I could have won that. What? The read right there. He knew I was going to press a button. I'm probably dead here. Okay, I looked out there twice. So let me fix this real quick, because this chat is all messed up. 1 second. There we go, that's better. I only listened to the first hour of the podcast, so it was pretty entertaining. Yeah, it started off pretty strong. It seemed like the podcast wasn't really supposed to be about MK9, but it ended up becoming a lot about MK9. Especially about the comeback topic. That's a bad combo. Wait a minute. I should have probably jumped right there. Smart to be patient.
Round two, fight.
What the hell is that normal? Never seen someone use Raiden's overhead. Yeah, Soup's using a lot of interesting stuff with these characters. It's smart to do that because I was reading the throw.
Three, fight.
Oh my god. That was a bit sloppy.
Freddy wins.
Well, give me a second to fix this text because this is all messed up. Let's put this lower. There we go.
Raiden. Freddy Krueger.
Hey, and Terry, welcome, man. Yeah, the podcast was definitely something. A lot of interested arguments yesterday. I don't know why the podcast is randomly about MK9, because we were going to talk about the Warner Bros. Getting sold off and the whole drama with that. But then MK9 got mentioned. And then for some reason, when Tom was making a point about MK9, which this is true actually, Tom wasn't making this up, but when Tom was saying MK9 wasn't a game that had a built-in comeback mechanic, for some reason Dave and Cherney didn't understand what he was saying, and they were just going off about, no, the game is a comeback game because you have characters like Cyrax, but that wasn't, like, they were missing the point completely, and then that ended up blowing into something it shouldn't have. And then we had like a 50-minute argument with it, which is why the podcast lasted like 4 hours. But yeah, it was entertaining. What's up, Detroit? You know what? Maybe we could do some hunt tonight, but I can't play for too long. I was gonna play with Soup a bit, but if you're around Detroit in like an hour, we could probably do like a little bit of hunt. So I haven't played that in a while since we last played like a week ago. What is this Raiden pressure? I gotta read on that. He scattered it. But yeah, Detroit, if you want, I'm definitely down for some hunt in a little bit. What's up, by the way? Nice neutral jump punch. Hey, what's up, Duresti? Yes, I've returned as of 2 weeks ago to streaming again. Where was this podcast? It was on the podcast. I'll link you in a second. Let me just type this in the chat. I believe I should still have this command. Okay, let's see. I'm not sure if this command still works. Yeah, it does still work. So right there, if you click on that skill bay, it'll bring you to the podcast channel I have, and it should be showing the latest episode.
Round one. Fight.
That was the wrong teleport. Oh, I didn't realize you could stuff Freddy's teleport.
Round two. Fight.
Oh no, okay, that's the wrong part. I have to update that then. Yeah, I had a feeling that command wouldn't work because it's been so long since I used it. That was funny interaction right there.
Raiden. Freddy Krueger.
Yeah, it's good to be back, and I'm glad that a lot of you guys are still around, because the last time I streamed was a while ago. It was during MK11 in, what, my last stream was 2021, I believe? So it's been years. Jump. Raiden pressure. What's up, Far From Casual? Freddy's so cheap, it doesn't even matter if you zone him, because he's a 50-50 character on top of that. He's like an MKX character in MK9. Good extra. I had a feeling that was coming, just didn't know when. Yeah, I'm surprised too. You would think that they would have, you know, taken this down a while ago. But to be fair, you can't get the game anymore, so.
Katana.
But yeah, the rooms are still up for this game. So technically, if you still own a copy of MK9 on Steam, you can go in rooms. and meet with other players. Bro, what is happening? It's like Whiff City here. The hell are these strings? I've never seen that Raiden string. Oh, what just happened? Network connection has been lost. That's pretty weird. 'Cause it says I'm still alive. What's up, Frankie? Imagine they were listening this whole time to like, oh, wait a minute. We haven't taken on the MK9 servers yet? Hold on. Let's do something about that right now. Wow. What is going on here? I can't connect anymore to servers. Let me see. Maybe it's my Steam? Hold on one second. I may have to restart the game. Let's try one more time. Okay, so let's do this. I guess we're gonna have to, let's close the game real quick. Let's try rebooting. I've never gotten that message before. And it makes no sense. It's saying my internet's down, but it's obviously not, because I'm still streaming. Let's try boot the game up again. Okay, we're restarting. I've never gotten that message before while playing MK9 on Steam. That's a bit odd. Okay, the game is starting up now. This should work. I've gotten that message a couple times before. I wonder what causes that. First time I saw it. Okay, seems like we're back. So it's just a hiccup. Let's accept this invite.
Katana.
Yeah, everything seems to be good now.
Rain.
I did try Parsec a long time ago, and it didn't feel good for the oh no, it's doing that thing again. I think Soup may have to restart his game too. I don't know what happened. It like bugged out. Yeah, so Soup's gonna restart right now. Do the leaderboards still work in this game? They do still work. It says deleted. Wow, I wonder if this was like a cheater. This can't be accurate. Zero losses and that many wins. Yeah, these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These top 6 right here seem to be like glitches or something. This is where it starts. Wow, this guy's got 7,000, almost 7,500 wins, only 2 losses. 396 win streak. All of that, and he only has 100 points. Yeah, I think that's a glitch scope, eh? That can't be accurate. I think these up here may be like hacks or glitches. This is probably where it starts. It's Simba. Go to player match and look at Zia. Let me see. Player match. Oh, I think I have to go back to the stat page. Oh, not here. Leaderboards. And go to, what is this? Ranked tag. I didn't even know there was a ranked tag in here. So this is ranked tag. I didn't even know that existed. Player match. You talking about this suit? Yeah, that's a lot of matches. 50k? This guy also has a lot of matches. Wow, these are a lot of games played. I'm surprised. Some players have been dedicated to MK9 online. And I feel bad because the netcode is so bad. But that's insane. That's a lot of matches. Yeah, some of them may be old online warriors that still have their rank from way back.
Katana.
But yeah, that's true. Fusion. The MK9 leaderboard had that exploit where you could just DC and then cherry pick. So it was just huge exploit fest. I think some of them... Whoa, what was that? I think some of them do still play. Nice reaction. No, we're doing that thing again. What's up, Dinosaur Man? Yes, this is indeed the game Tom Brady always talks about. That was an accident. It's good, Lord Clout. That was a round steal right there. Down winning X Cutter. The LTG strat. What is going on with the audio? I don't know. Can you guys hear that? There's like some weird audio. I don't know if it's the game crashing out or it's my headset. Hey, what's good here, Neto? Okay, you guys can't hear the noise I'm hearing then. I'm hearing like some weird audio issues. Good throw. Yeah, it's a pretty loud static that's just appearing out of nowhere, but it stopped right now. That was a little spike right there. Not online. Sadly, this game is terrible online. That's one of the issues with MK9 is the online is terrible. Doesn't have rollback netcode. Yeah, I remember that. I remember hearing that from a couple Australian players way back. I think it was N Megabyte and Tony T and a couple others. Sadly, MK9 was banned during that time. So they had to find other ways to get the game. Katana sweep's underrated. I've been using it more. It's actually pretty good. I don't think there's a way to play. I wonder if the PS2 servers are still up and you can still play the 3D MKs online. Good Superman right there. What's up, Boost?
Round 3. Fight.
I forget what's that overhead on block that Raiden has.
Katana wins.
Yeah, see, that's kind of how I'm looking at it. El Marsador, I think whatever happens to MK after this, I don't think it can get any worse than how it's been.
Cabal.
Not to say that NRS has been doing bad, but I just feel like whoever picks them up, I think they're gonna give them time to, you know, make a good project and obviously help them with the money. Oh yeah, okay, Activision would be really bad. If I don't think EA and Activision are gonna buy, but if they did, that'd probably be worse, because it'd be them just monetizing everything like forever. Did I just poke under Cabal's overhead? Nice knee challenge right there. I gotta watch that clip again, but it looked like I downed 3 under Cabal's overhead. Nice knee challenge. Super's been on point with these forward fours. Oh my, these armors are like, what are these reactions right now? Super armored literally everything I did right there, neutral. I should have been more patient. I'm pressing too many buttons.
Katana. Cabal.
Yeah, I think Sony owning the rights to MK would be pretty good actually. Because I think they would probably want to do a lot with it.
Fight.
Nice spin. Man, Super has not had a single no man dash blocked yet. It's impressive. Huge whiff on my part. Damn, if only I didn't mess up that 1-1-2.
Katana. Cabal.
I wonder, depending what happens to MK after, depending who gets them, I wonder if they're gonna want like remasters or remakes of older games. And if we do get them, be cool to see some of the 3D MKs come back or MK9.
Fight.
Good answer. I think MK and everything under it, the umbrella under it, so nurse will be included. Wow, I'm dropping everything right now. I'll have the audio issues back. What is causing that? I have a feeling it might be MK9. Yeah, you guys, okay, so you guys can hear it. I wonder if it's just MK9 bugging out. Good armor. Oh, so wait, hold on. So Scobe says it does it at the start of the round sometimes. I don't know why. So you've seen that before too, or you've gotten it. Yeah, I was like, what is going on? I thought it was, I've been looking at like my mic wires and seeing if something's out of place or messed up. But I guess it's the game, some issue with it on PC. Causes like the audio to distort. Man, Soup's Cabal's on point right now.
Round two. Fight.
Yeah, it's the first time I ever heard that. Oh my god, the knee into the X-ray. I've never seen Cabal's X-ray before in this game.
Cabal wins.
It's actually the first time I've ever seen Cabal's X-ray.
Katana. Cabal. Fight. Cabal wins.
Barbell placements.
Round two. Fight.
Wow, I don't know why I'm messing up right there.
Katana wins. Round three. Fight.
Huge whiff. Damn, I had the same idea.
Cabal.
That's so weird. When I use that shrink, sometimes I can special cancel, sometimes I can't. I wonder why that's happening. The 4-3-1 shrink.
Katana. Cabal.
Yeah, the delay wake up, in my opinion, was the most annoying thing about MK11 because everybody did it in Combat League, and the worst part is you can never do anything about it. If you knock your opponent down, they had no defensive meter, they still did delay wake up mix-ups. It was like their 20. I remember it was crazy because I was not like I was playing bad character. I was playing like top tier Aaron, and when I've knocked people down, you couldn't move, even though they have. In what game do you have no defensive meter, and your opponent, and you still can't do anything? Your opponent's knocked down, even though they literally have no meter. I mean, NRS nerfed it because we had that argument yesterday in the podcast about they were saying, oh, delay wake up's not a problem, this and that's, whatever. And I'm like, what are you guys talking about? And they were like, it was nerfed. Then I'm looking at it, I tested it, and I'm like, you can still do the same thing, even though NRS tried to nerf it. It's still, the problem's still there. These characters still cannot do any mids, because if they delay, you can't cover both. So because of that, like, even in the last version of MK11, if I'm playing Aaron Black, wow, that did no damage. I don't know how I'm still alive. If I'm playing Aaron Black in the last patch version of MK11 and I knock someone down, they have no meter, I still can't go for my mids. Because if they delay or not, I get full combo. So I have to do like a wake up poke. I mean, I have to do like a poke, which is awful. Good answer. What's up, Pashtet? I didn't think that was gonna hit, so I wasn't ready for that. Oh, what is happening here? Wow, that katana hitbox. It hits from really far. Yeah, well, the reason why we use Disabled Blood is because we feel it helps with the lag, but we don't know if that's true. We just do it, though. So even though, like, we feel like it helps with the lag just slightly. No, what are these combos? Damn, dash cancel into naked dash applause? This cabal is crazy. No, oh. Wow, that was very sloppy. I gotta maybe stop using that string, because sometimes I can't cancel it. I think it's because one of the hits is whiffing.
Katana.
What's up, Crometh? Yeah, the good old GameSpy servers. Did they ever do that, El Marcador, for MK1? Because I didn't follow MK1 after the first 2 months. They end up putting a streamer mode in the game? So you don't have to do like all these workarounds, just stream the game. Good name. Wow, what is this gameplay right now? Oh my god. This is like the sloppiest round I've ever seen.
Round 2. Fight.
Nice. Starting to realize Katana's EX cutter is a little underrated. It just builds meter, does good shit, and it's completely safe on block. Like, there's a gap before it, but I feel like if you can jail people standing into it, you might as well just do it. It's extra chip. Good punish. Yeah, that's true. Jump. Piece of chip.
Kitana wins.
Yeah, X cutter's a little underrated. I think it's if you have meter for it, you're like 3 bars and I'll just use it.
Kitana
This is the chip it does.
Cabal.
No, they didn't. Edmund said they were gonna do it for at least one, for at least to consider, because content creators were complaining about having to censor their content. Wow, so they still didn't put it in the game. I wonder maybe that's one of the changes coming next update. Because I can imagine how annoying that is. You have to like censor every fatal blow and stuff. Because YouTube censors the content. It's too violent. Good, smart to do that, because I was mashing right there to get that chip.
Kitana wins.
Oh yeah, MK11 was kind of annoying. I even got some
Fight.
censored videos from MK11, and I didn't even upload like long videos for that game. And sometimes I would upload like a funny clip me getting hit by something, like a crush and blow, and it would get the, you know, it's too violent or whatever. Good confirm. So much damage killing.
Kitana wins. Kitana Cabal.
Don't forget you can do 2-1 and oh yeah, how did I forget about that? You could do 2-1. Thanks for reminding me, Scoba. 2-1 is actually a combo style. I keep thinking I need meter to combo off that if you're expand, but you're right. You could do 2-1 lift into a full combo. Wow, this whole time I've been using... Yeah, so I don't even have to use meter. That's actually huge, because that's scary now when you get hit by that. I don't know why I thought you always need a meter to combo off that. Yo, Titanium Tigers, what's good, man? What's the name I haven't seen in a while? How you been? Have you been enjoying MK1? That full meter, I might as well just use it. I totally forgot you could combo off that Scoba. That makes 2-1 better than I thought.
Cabal wins. Round 2. Fight.
Well, I'm starting to call it MK1 now because everybody refers to it to MK1. When the game was first coming out, I was calling it MK12. I really don't like how NRS like renames MK games into games that we already have. Because in the beginning it was confusing me, because I kept thinking of like the regular MK1. Oh wow, Tigers, you've been out of the loop too. Yeah, I stopped playing MK1 after the first couple months. I just kind of moved on. I wasn't a fan of the game. I'm starting to realize I guess a lot of people didn't enjoy it too much. Because I felt like I was the only person in the beginning that really didn't like it. Where's Michelangelo? What happened to him? Michelangelo's still around. I think he's not into MK1 too much. I actually was talking to him a few weeks ago. We talk sometimes, and he's not a big fan of MK1, but he was at EVO. And if you guys watch MKX at EVO, Michelangelo was one of the commentators, which is pretty cool. No, I don't know why I jumped up there to get hit by that. Good punish right there. Wow, the good old back two. Usually don't see that normal. What happened to CD Junior? Last I saw CD Junior was an MKX, so it's been a very long time since I last hung out with him or talked to him. I think after MKX he just kind of lost interest in NRS games. I didn't see him around from Injustice 2, and then... Oh, we got desynced again. I didn't see him around for Injustice 2, and then I didn't see him around for MK11. I think he maybe played other stuff, or maybe life happened and he just moved away from fighting games. But yeah, I wonder how CD Junior's been, because it's been so long since I talked to him. MK9 and X, amazing new games. MK games are snail pace. Yeah, the new MK games, they make kind of slow. Yeah, what's up, Dr. Cyrax? What's up, man? It's been good. I've been playing quite a few different Mortal Kombat games. I've been playing some MK11, some MKX, some MK9, some of the 2D MKs. What's up, Kinko? Let's see if I get... Okay, so... Soup's gonna restart the game? I should probably restart too. Sometimes this game tends to bug out. So let me restart real quick, because there's this issue with MK9 on Steam where sometimes you'll get a desync and then the game won't work unless you restart it. Let's do this right now. Okay, booting out. NRS is stupid. They actually put 1 in their title. I've never seen any type of media put number 1 to refer to reboot of the first game. Yeah, see, that was also a little confusing, because every time I think of MK1, I think of like the classic first MK game. That's what people refer to that now. But now you have this MK game you can call MK1, and if you Google MK1, it's like, well, are you looking for the original MK1? Or are you looking for the rebooted MK1? So that makes it a little annoying to find tech for the older game. Wonder what happened to Theo the most? Yeah, Theo's another player. I remember he returned. I remember he didn't like much of MKX because he was a huge Injustice 1 player and he was very good at Injustice 1. But then MKX came out and it seemed like a lot of the players who were good at Injustice 1 that were top for it, like Jupiter, Theo, and a couple others, they did not enjoy MKX, and MKX kind of made them lose interest. So then they returned for Injustice 2, and that's the last I saw Theo was during Injustice 2, and he was pretty good at the game still. But then when MK11 came out, I guess they lost interest again. What is CD Junior's Twitch? I believe it's CD Junior, unless he had a name change. That's what it was last time. Yeah, his Twitch should be like CD Junior, or maybe CD something. How are you playing MK9? I'm playing right now on PC on Steam. The thing is, you can't buy the game anymore on Steam. You have to get it through like a third-party site. But if you still have MK9 on Steam, you can still play online, because they haven't taken the servers down yet. But yeah, right now I'm playing with Soup. You can see our tags at the top. And we both have a copy of the game on PC. The netcode's awful, by the way. This is not GGPO like the newer NRS games. It's delay-based netcode. So we're playing with like 2-second delay. That's why if you see some of the sloppy punishes and stuff, it's because the netcode's messing us up. That can cancel that there. I wonder why that string is... You can cancel it sometimes. Maybe something to do with the hitbox. Good Unbreakable right there. Yeah, Theo was an amazing player. He was super good at both Injustice games. The challenge in there. That was the worst punish I've ever done in my life. I'm eating these overheads for like candy. It's not even Halloween yet. Big damage. Never mind, I dropped it. That was smart to do that because I was mashing breaker. CD Junior's Twitch is Al Manny. Oh yeah, I actually remember that name now. Yeah, I remember Junior changed his name. It's Al Manny now. Thanks for that, Detroit. Yeah, try searching that up. You'll probably find his Twitch. Luckily, this bad boy is backwards compatible if you have it on Xbox as well. Oh, that's good to know. I think actually MK9 ran better on Xbox. The PS3, it's kind of crazy because PS3 was a tournament standard for this game, but it ran worse on PS3 compared to PC and Xbox. This game runs really good on PC and good on Xbox, but on PC it was like you would hit someone with an X-ray or whatever, and it would take like forever because the game just sucked at it wasn't optimized well. One of my longtime friends is Wesker. He's in real life friends with Theo. Was asking about him a few months ago. Told me that he spoke with him not too long ago. Well, that's good. So I wonder, like, maybe... Well, who knows? Apparently the rumor is maybe next game's gonna be Injustice 3. So if that happens, we'll probably see some of the older top players return, like Theo and Jupiter and a couple others. See, the reason I like to use Katana's Pretty Kick is because you guys are gonna be like, what? But Katana's Pretty Kick, I mean, sorry, not Pretty Kick, Fake Out Kick is randomly plus on block, randomly plus 10. It's like Johnny's knee. So the reason why you see Super Specting the kick after, because he doesn't know if it's plus 10 or not. If he tries to move and it's plus 10, he's gonna get hit by 3-3 full comboed. And sometimes when you jump after it, they get like something like a standing 3 because their button's so delayed. So moves like that are pretty stupid in this game. Randomly being plus. Like that. Like, is that plus? Is it not? Like, nobody knows. So I like to just mash after it every time, because if it's plus, I'm getting a combo. Yeah, that MK4. That reminds me, I gotta start playing some MK4 with you and with the Detroit and Biggs. Because they're like ridiculous at that game. And it looks fun to play. I know Tom is telling me MK4 is not good and it's bad, but I feel like I personally like to judge a game after I understand it a bit and know how to play it. And I feel like from what I've seen, regardless of some of the stuff Tom was telling me, it looks like it's fun to play. So I need to start playing some of that MK4. Wow, really, Detroit? You think it's better even than UMK3? If you're saying that, then I guess that's good hopes for the game. Because I believe you for saying that, because you wouldn't just be saying that for no reason. Yeah, Tom is saying like it's really bad and like I shouldn't want to learn it. It's just full of unblockables. But from what I remember, Biggs was telling me, Biggs was saying like the unblockables are hard to do. They're like a just frame basically. Like it's like very hard to do. It's not something you're gonna see around. Yo, this katana string's kind of good. Okay, soup was ready that time, but that katana string's underrated. Good armor. Got a two bit too careless spamming those fans. Nice overhead.
Cabal wins. Round 3. Fight.
I keep forgetting we're gonna get another update to MK1 supposedly, and I wonder what they're gonna do for that. Because surely it's gonna have to be something big. Wow, the range on that. Damn, the down one hook swords? What is this? Am I playing against Soup or KH Cat? Because, yeah, these down one hook swords, I've not seen them in a minute.
Katana. Cabal.
Gokurin said he was coming back for UMK. I remember him from Xbox Live days. Wow, we're getting desynced again. Gokurin said he was coming back for UMK3 on MK Legacy Collection. There's going to be some hard hitters. Yeah, I know Juggernaut's coming back. I saw Shani McGrady in the... Let me restart this real quick, just in case it's me that's causing it. But I remember Shani McGrady was in the comments on one of the episodes I did a few weeks ago, so he's probably going to be returning. I wonder if some of the other players like Crazy Dominican or DC Hustle or, you know, a few of the other Xbox Live players will be coming back. Homelander deleted from the game. Well, from what I've been hearing, I don't think they're going to be doing too much. From what I heard about that character, from what Dave and Cherry were telling me, is the character's kind of like, I guess, broke from the inside out. So I don't know how they would even go about fixing that character. Okay, MK9 is rebooting. Let's get this loaded up. It's kind of dumb how we have to like restart the game constantly because of the desyncs. Yeah, Annihilator. I remember. Do you remember Paralyzer? Who's another one? His U-sub was pretty solid. Not many people play U-sub in that game. You guys remember Miss Spin, the Kung Lao goat? See, people say Lex was the goat, but they don't know about Miss Spin. She used to hit 100% combos all the time on Xbox. I remember the lobbies. People would be jumping, they'd get hit and lose. How do you run? Whoa, what just happened? My game crashed. What the hell is going on here? I think there's something wrong with MK9. You guys saw that. Okay, let's try rebooting it again. It just suddenly crashed. How do you run MK9 on PC? Just the raw and old hardware? True full screen? Yeah. I don't think you can run MK9 windowed mode. It only has the full screen option because it's so outdated. This was the first game they ported on... I mean, the first game NRS made on PC. So it's missing like a lot of basic features. Sadly, yeah, there's no window mode for this. There's only full screen, that's it. Which is annoying because whenever I click on this to like move the chat or something, the game minimizes. Wow, my game froze now. I guess MK9 broke? It literally froze, like, and now crashed again. Let me try restarting Steam. 1 second. This is kind of weird. I'm gonna reboot Steam from scratch. Rio, that rage bait was nasty. What rage bait? What do you mean? Okay, so let's reboot this. This may be a sign that maybe time to switch to Hunt if MK9 is not gonna work. Let's try one more time. It's taking Steam forever to re-update. Do I think MK is moving in the right direction? I don't enjoy the new games as much as the old ones. Even MK10 is much better. I mean, as someone... I played a lot of MK11. I streamed that game for 2 years straight. I guess because of Combat League, that kept me playing. But Injustice 2... I mean, okay, I'm not going to talk about Injustice because I don't consider that part of the MK umbrella, so I won't talk about that. But in terms of MK1... the beginning for MK1 was very bad. Like, I'm talking not just the netcode issues and all that, but the meta of the game and how it played and how basic it was. For them to take like 4 years to make that and release it in that state, and from what I've been seeing with, you know, people saying that a lot, it's not just me who had an issue with the game and stopped playing. A lot of people stopped playing. Like, you guys saw Tigers in here earlier. Tigers was very good in MK. He was one of the best MK11 players, and he literally stopped playing MK1. So I think people just they're not a fan of what they're doing with the direction of the game. I feel like they're making it too cinematic. It feels like when you play MK games now, the new ones, there's so much lag between strings and just doing like an overall move, and then from the throws to the fatal blows to some of the animated throws, like everything is just extended way beyond too long. I think what they should do is, I guess, start from scratch and maybe try to design the game from the ground up. They don't have to copy a previous game, but maybe stray away from making the game feel like a movie and try to make it feel more like a fast-paced game. 1 second, Soup. I'm rebooting Steam. Okay, my Steam's up. Let's try the game again. Opening MK9. Hopefully it doesn't crash this time. MK1 didn't do it for me when I see how Kung Lao play. Yeah, see, that's another thing. Some characters I was not a fan how they play. Like Havoc, I thought they could have done so much creative stuff for a character design like Havoc and made him be really unique and interesting. But then you play the game and he's just back 2-2-1, back 2-2-4, which is literally what I was doing the entire beginning of the game. I was like, is that all this character does? Just back 2-2-4? And then you do like basic hit confirms it to whatever, and then you call your cameo, and then it's like, the game was just very disappointing. People are saying it's better now, it's different. So I can't comment how the game is now, but it was a huge letdown in the beginning. Okay, it seems like everything's back to normal now. I have to just reboot Steam. Hey, I'm accepting the invite. What's up, JP? I was just playing with Soup. His PC is bugging, gets an error message when he tries to run the game. Oh, so wait, is this Soup's PC that's causing the issues? That's strange, because usually when Soup and I play, I usually don't have all these desyncs and weird game crashes and my audio getting distorted. I think it might also be the game being weird on Steam, because Scobe in here earlier was saying it happens to him sometimes. Yeah, but because I remember Soup and I played a week ago for like a few hours and we didn't have any issues. This game on Steam is just weird. Sometimes you get problems, sometimes you won't. I guess it's like right now we're having these weird desyncs issues. Soup, don't restart. Let's try one more time, see if it just works. So try inviting me again. Because we both restarted, didn't do anything. I played MK1 for 2 hours and refunded it. Wow. I see, I wish I kind of refunded it, but I didn't think... I was trying to give the game a good try and play it for as long as I could. But after like a month, I just realized it was not fun for me. Yeah, if you want to do King of the Hill, you could invite me to that. But yeah, regarding the characters like Kung Lao, when I look at Kung Lao and I watched some Kung Lao footage at EVO, what was that player's name? Kale. Online Kale was using him. and it looked like I was watching like a slower version of Katana from MK9, and I'm like, what did they do to Kung Lao? He's just reduced to doing an air fan attack, which is basically what his hat is. It's like Katana's air fan attack, but it's slower. And then sometimes he comes in and does something for pressure, and then he goes back to doing that, and then he uses armor, which I guess is different from Katana, but for how the character could have been, Kung Lao, very disappointing to see him be reduced to like such a simple playstyle. I feel like Kung Lao should be like an aerial, fast-paced mobility character, which is that's how Kung Lao is usually, and he's fun to watch that way. Oh, they just gave him, so he never had the air hat in the beginning? I didn't know that because Kung Lao was one of the characters I didn't play with in the beginning. Well, that's interesting. Wow. So what did Kung Lao even do at launch then if he didn't have the air hat? Because it looks like from what I've seen, he just throws air hat to build meter and then plays very basic footsies. He must have been pretty bad, unless he was just like armor spam like Tanya or something. But yeah, Katana and MK9 though, those air projectiles like this to build meter or slow down the neutral. That's what I see when I see Kung Lao and MK1. He's like a slower version of Katana from this game. Wow, that hits so meaty. Randomly plus. Randomly plus. That's so stupid. Random frame advantage. But see, like, here's the thing about MK9. Some of the stuff in this game that's dumb, at the very least, it's not intentional, right? It's not like NRS was like, yeah, we wanted these moves to be randomly plus. In the new MK games, the things that we don't like are intentional designs that they wanted. That's one of the big issues. MK9's full of so much dumb shit that it wasn't supposed to be in here by accident, like randomly plus, Sark's doing 100% of one hit, and these issues that people don't like, it's not even supposed to be there. Meanwhile, these new NRS games, a lot of things that people don't like fatal blows or whatever, they're intentional designs of the game. They're literally supposed to be in there like that. Damn, I should have taken the down 4 hit. Hoping a lot of people will come back, even with the younger. I think a lot of people are going to come back and try the Legacy Collection, because right now it seems like there's not a lot of stuff to play regarding NRS games. Like, yeah, there's MKX and I guess Injustice 2 with GGPO and MK11, but I think people are just kind of NRS'd out on a lot of the newer games. So Legacy Collection may be pretty big in the beginning. I just hope they add a ranked mode, because I don't know what we're supposed to do in Legacy Collection. Just play random player match? Like, I'm not sure how that's good. It'd be nice if they could put Combat League in Legacy Collection for a few of the games. What's the mix-up? Okay. That was the weirdest. Oh, nice. Superstar and exploit the gap now. That's how you deal with that. You gotta armor out of that. But here's the mix-up. I could just do 2-1, not do anything after it, and then I'll block the armor. Lao such a jobber, he was more popular as an assist than an actual playable character. That's actually, when you put it that way, wow, that kind of hurts. When people are picking your character as an assist instead of actually to play the character. Yeah, that's... Also, I don't like that. I don't like how there's characters that you can play as the main character and also assist. Like, why are there 2 sectors? Why are there 2 scorpions, 2 Kung Lao? It just seems like lazy to reuse the same character multiple times. I'm not a fan of that. Like, I understand it's a timeline game, but I'm just kind of over the whole timeline stuff. Okay, I'll take the armor spin there. Some meter. Wow, Soup is going for the Doctrine Dark combos. I remember Doctrine Dark had some crazy Cabal combos where he would do like triple spins and combos and convert off them. Good armor. Should have let the spin rip after that because I was mashing. Yeah, I remember like coming out in the beginning. He had like the 5-second low hat assist, and a ton of people were using it nonstop. Oh my god, neutral jump punch into fireball looks funny. Damn, these EX Soul Blades.
Give your respect.
Yeah, it's the multiverse thing where they have multiple of the same character. All they needed to do was take a look at MK9's movement, no run needed. Yeah, I think MK9 has really good base for the movement. And to be honest, I wouldn't mind if they had a version of MK9 movement that's even quicker. Where it's more fluid. Because some characters, like Reptile has bad, if you don't count his dash, his Serpent dash. His basic movement, block dashing is pretty bad.
Katana.
And they're like Cyber Sub also has bad ground movement. But yeah, if they could have just incorporated like an improved MK9. Oh, I'm not saying they have to make an MK9 2.0, but if they could take some of the good stuff of this game and just make it even better, and then add some of the good stuff from other games, that'd be like a really enjoyable game. Yeah, like example, MK11, Fujin had really cool movement. Him, Katana, and Rain had very cool movement in MK11. Why not make more characters play like that so you feel like you can actually move instead of being stuck in mud? Katana's 1-1 stagger is so good in this game. We do so many mind games off of it. Yeah, Fujin was fun in MK11, even though a lot of people complain about him. I think he was one of the better designed characters. It kind of sucks how Fujin was released when so many characters were nerfed, because I wonder, how good would have Fujin been against all the really good characters before they got toned down? Like pre-patch Aaron, pre-patch Cassie, pre-patch Johnny, pre-patch Cetrion, pre-patch Geras, pre-patch Jackie, like... Because Fujin got released when a lot of these characters got toned down, and it was kind of like... Why did they spend the whole time nerfing characters, nerfing the whole entire MK11 roster, to release a character like Fujin? Like, what were they thinking? Why even tone those characters down to begin with? Yeah, well, the problem with MKX's run button is that the rest of the movement of the game feels really bad. Like, I hate walking backwards in MKX, and I hate backdashing, because it's so clunky. It only feels good in MKX when you're running. When you're not running, the game feels awful. Like, you can't move. I don't understand why they made it so you can only backdash, like, twice. Like, why does that even cost stamina? People can literally run at you. Playing MKX feels like you're driving a car. It can only go in one direction. Wow, nice challenge on that. Soup's a maniac, but you know what? It worked. I just remembered about how slow MK1 was before the barely noticeable speed update from the beta. Wait, so MK1 was even slower before they released the game? Because when I played in the beginning, the game felt pretty clunky. But then, in the podcast we had last night, Cherney was saying the game felt slow to me because I was playing Havoc. Every other character feels like they can move. So he's probably right with that, because I didn't try other characters. But that's crazy. MK1 was even slower before they gave it a move speed update. You know what's funny about cameos? They're timeline gimmicks. So why is Lau cameo from MK2, but he's using MK9 low hat and MKX robot? Yeah, see, that's another thing. It's very inconsistent. The old Kung Lao should not be doing orbital hat and the MK9 low hat. That's completely wrong. They should be doing the old classic moves. Oh, nice on that. I was just out of range. Oh my god, I did not want to do that. That was an accident. Also, terrible punish. Walking was faster than dashing before update? Wow, really? That sounds even worse. I'm glad they did that update at least. Oh, this is supposed to be a fan toss. Wow, the range on Katana's 2-1 is crazy. It always surprises me. Wait, why did Soup lose a bar meter right there? Did he do EX or regular? Somebody clip that if you can. Was that EX Soul Blade or regular? Because it looked like he lost a bar. This is Chip. Yeah, he has to break there smart. Am I dead here? Oh my god, why didn't I just do a wake up right there? That was a close match. But yeah, I feel like MK1, I guess they should have made it like Armageddon. It's a good way to look at it. Redacted. How are you playing MK? How are you playing online if their servers were taken down? They were taking that only on PS3, I believe. You can still play online
Katana.
on what's it called?
Sonya.
If you have the game on Steam for PC. Yeah, wait, Soup, was that true or was I? How did you lose meter? Then why'd you lose a bar meter? Like, did I do something with Katana? Is there like a hidden glitch? MK9 was put together so badly with so many, because they've rushed this game like crazy. Apparently they made MK9 like less than a year, so it's got so many bugs because they got rushed out the ass, and there's like all these glitches and shit. So I wonder, is there a way if I'm playing Katana against Cabal to make you drain meter? Because while that happened, I was mashing on my controller. Wonder if there's like a secret like input I can register to do that. Now I'm like curious. I gotta watch that again. I gotta remember when that happened. I need like a clip of that so I could see it. Oh my god, what was that? Jump over. Wow, the patience, man. I was ready to mash too. Oh, do you know what's a cool thing about MK9 that the new NRS games don't have? Have you guys noticed in this game when you do it down two up close and it whiffs? Do you see what happens? If you mash down two in this game up close and your opponent's crouch blocking, it whiffs over their head. So you don't get any block stun. In the new NRS games, like MKX, MK11, MK1, when you mash it down two in people's face and they're crouch blocking, they block it. So they get hit, they're forced to block it and they get pushed back away. So in a weird way, you get more rewarded for mashing random down twos in the newer games than you did in MK9. Because in MK9, the down twos are true highs. They don't come in contact when your opponent's blocking and crouching. Yo, Soup's getting robbed right now in all this meter, man. Oh, that was a big mistake. Scared to poke against Sonya in the corner. Nice armor. This is chip, guaranteed. Yeah, the down. I don't know why they buffed down twos from MK9, because down twos are good in MK9 as anti-airs, but they suck as like poke outs. Because if your opponent crouch blocks, you get blown up because it completely whiffs. Good wake up. But I'm in the air, of course. Wow, did not mean to do that. Whoa, what was that? Damn, I should have done instant air dive kick right there. But I thought he would be respecting. I remember Hector Sanchez doing promotion interviews for MK9, and the reveals were happening fast for the game, but this was done in... Yeah, it was rushed really quickly.
Cabal. Sonya.
I mean, I'd like to play Tom. Actually, I know what game Tom would want to play with me. I need to hit him the next time and ask him. But I don't... Tom hates the netcode in MK9, otherwise he would play it. And I don't think Tom's gonna want to play MKX or MK11 or MK1 with me if I do end up getting MK1 with that new patch. So the only option is maybe Tom will play a different game that's not an NRS game. Soup is going crazy right now. Yo, this is some good mashed potatoes right here. There was a lot of activity on these controllers in the past 10 seconds. I think if we play too hard like this, the game may end up desyncing again. Nice read on that. Oh, I could have converted that. I'm so stupid. Yo, you guys remember when MK9, that small period when people used to call MK9 Zonia Blade? Because in the beginning, people thought getting around her onion rings was kind of hard, and they were like, yo, she kind of zoning. But then we realized, wait a minute, these projectiles shit. Like, it's one of the better ground ones, but I mean, she's definitely not gonna go Zonia Blade. But that was fun. I remember that. It was like the first couple weeks of the game. People were like, yo, Sonia's projectile? This was like before people started doing instant air fireballs. Yeah, I remember that got nerfed a lot in MK. A lot of characters got nerfed a ton in MK11. It was like Nerf City. They nerfed so many characters in MK11 over the span of the game, and then they released characters like Fujin. And it's like, well, who's there left for Fujin to fight? You guys nerfed everybody. There's literally no character for Fujin to fight. Good block on that. Sonya is so brain dead in this game. She's honestly the closest to like an MKX or like modern NRS character. She's like so scrubby. She's always safe. She's easy to use. She does so much damage. Safe armor launcher, 7-frame jab combo starter, instant dive kick that punishes. Like, what does this character not have? I guess you could say, I mean, Cabal and Kenshi definitely give her issues, but they're not like unwinnable. They're like 6'4". It's insane how more people didn't play Sonya in this game. Like, she's probably the most broken character that was played the least.
Throne defended. It has begun.
And also, her armor has so many active frames, you can usually use it to beat other people's armor attacks. So, for example, if you think Kenshi's going to do an armor attack, all you do is mash Sonya's cartwheel on knockdown, and he can't do an armor attack. He has to, like, wait. Oh my god, I don't know why I messed that up. That dive kick was my chance and I blew it. Oh my god, see, you get blown up in this game if you mash uppercut like that. If this was a new NRS game, they would block the uppercut and you get pushed back, so you're safe. Nice spin. Is gonna be a comeback? Let's see.
Wins. Round 3. Fight.
Patience.
Wins. Give your respect.
Yeah, this Sonya. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, Sonya's fun to play, but man, she is just
Throne defended.
a bit
It
like
has begun.
on the autopilot side. All right, Rio, sent you some invaluable. Hold on, 1 second. Sent you some invaluable MK9 PC tech stuff that might interest you on the Discord DMs. Check it out when you get a chance and pass it on to others, whether this is for older PC games that give issues on your PC. Oh, nice, nice, Kink. I'll check it out.
Round
It's a repost of a previous post I made to headlocked with PCs and all. How's Scarlet in this game? Never seen people use her. Scarlet's solid. She's like, you can debate shit at the bottom of top 10 or right outside it. Like her, Liu Kang, I think Reptile and somebody else. She's not too bad. So that was an accident. Yeah, Scarlet's chip is extremely good. See that? How Sonya's armor beats every other armor in the game because it's so active. So if Cabal were to do EX Nomad Spin as a wake up, if he doesn't cancel it, it's not going to beat Sonya's Cartwheel. Sonya's Cartwheel has way too many armor frames. Wake up. That was smart to stuff the wake up.
Round 3. Fight.
Good patience. I don't know why am I playing like this is MK11 or something. That was smart to do that. Man, I gotta start using more of the down 4 military stance cancel instead of always doing 4-1.
We have a new king. It has begun.
Oh, that's perfect then, Kanko, if it does that. I see, so you actually can run MK9 in that way. Yeah, that'd be perfect.
Sonya.
That's one of the annoying aspects on playing some of these older PC games is, you know, it always minimizing when you try to click or do anything else.
Fight.
I don't know why I try to do down 4 there. Too slow in that situation.
Wins. Round 2. Fight.
No, it wasn't my cartwheel. I believe that combos if you do that. Oh, that's death.
Law wins.
That's definitely death right there.
Respect. Throne defended. It has begun.
Man, I'm starting to realize that MK9 is pretty fun.
Sonya. Cabal.
Like, the balance may not be the greatest, but it's just, like, it feels fast-paced and it's enjoyable, even though the netcode is terrible. But it feels unique, you know?
Fight.
It's a shame that they never could fix the netcode and all the bugs in this game. Yeah, that's exactly how I feel, Kinko. Like, MK9 has a million problems with the issues and balance, but for some reason it's still fun.
Sonya wins. Round 2. Fight.
This is vanilla.
Cabal wins. Round 3. Fight.
Master. This is vanilla. Final version of the game. No, that was supposed to be a dive kick. I'm so stupid. That was a sneaky jump from Soup right there.
Pay your respects.
I just realized all I had to do is EX Cartwheel there to chip him out. Because EX Cartwheel is more chip than regular Cartwheel. I should have just done
Begun.
military stance forward 1 EX Cartwheel. That's 3% chip on just the EX Cartwheel.
Sonya. Cabal. One. Fight. Cabal. Win.
Wow, the Toasty's bugged in here. I actually saw the Toasty. It's like so tiny. It's not supposed to be like that.
Fight.
Oh, I've been enjoying using Sonya in here. Right now, I think Sonya... I've been playing a lot of Sonya and Katana, especially.
Sonya. Win.
That might have been the first time I ever did or seen Sonya's EX dive kick.
Fight.
This is not good.
Sonya.
Wow.
Win.
The XR kick comes out.
Give your respect.
I think I just went down through all of Sonya's EX moves for that one. REO, I was thinking the other day, no conspiracy by the way, but Dan Forden packing up his bags at NRS leaving. Maybe Namco hired him to fix the Aztec and A music. Could you imagine that? That would be crazy.
Cabal. Sonya.
Yeah, YOLO arc kick. I was hoping he didn't do a gas blast there, because that would beat arc kick, but if he didn't, then I could try to get in. He's going for the chip out. Yeah, I've met Ed Boon a few times actually, multiple times. Probably not the best idea to break, but I kind of believe. That was an accident. This is a lot of damage actually. Smart to go for the unbreakable.
Round two. Fight.
Wow, I'm getting a lot of errors right here. Yeah, Cabal's super strong in this game. But at the very least, he's hard to use. Imagine he was brain dead to play and was this good. It'd be even worse. I feel like there's always going to be a best character in a fighting game, and the way I see it is if there's going to be a character that's really good, they should at least require effort to use. Because nobody wants to play... I think it's worse when a top tier character is easy to play.
Throne defended. It has begun.
I think there were quite a few Cabals on my level. I think you had Kerba, who was really good. You had Detroit, who was really good. Kevo won a couple tournaments with Cabal. I remember Michelangelo won a couple. There was Online Tony, who is Online Kale's dad. Back then, he was pretty good with Cabal. Yeah, there were actually a ton of Cabal players when I think about it. There were like at least 20 that were going to tournaments. 20 to 30. I wish you played MK1 because it feels like a different timeline. Yeah, I kind of wish I streamed MK1 in the beginning when I was playing it, but I didn't want to be too negative about it. You know? Like, because it's like, people are tuning in to hear my thoughts about MK1 and you just hear me complaining. I feel like it would have been a little toxic. Because I had so many issues with the game in the beginning. In terms of, like, I was constantly complaining about Darius and how Havoc felt so boring to play. That was an accident. Well, it's hard for me to give an opinion on MK1 now because I haven't played the game since 2 years ago. So I don't know what they changed and what they did to the game now. But in the beginning of the game, the first couple months before I stopped playing it, I didn't find it very fun. Wake up. I wonder if that OTGs. Now I'm curious if Sonya's like if you do a straight up military forward 1. Yeah, well, the problem with MK1 in the beginning is I didn't have enough time to play it to really, you know, reason out why I didn't like it. I just knew that, to me, it felt like... I guess the best comparison is it felt like MKX with better neutral. There's way too much harder blockables with Kung Lao Hat. Cyrex was super brain dead and everybody was using him. Even I was using him. I started using Havoc Cyrex after a week or two because I didn't like how Darius was. I thought Darius recovered way too long. The game just felt very repetitive, like seeing people use the same cameos. That was a good read right there. I had fun with MK11. That game I played for the whole 2 years in its prime. Streamed it a lot. Especially Combat League.
We have a new king.
And then we always talk about MK, but are you a little bit excited for Resident Evil's Code Veronica remake and the Resident Evil 0 remake they're coming out in these 3 years? I am actually. I'm very excited. I'm also very hyped for RE9 that's coming out.
Sonya.
I don't know. I don't know if you guys follow. How far you guys follow Resident Evil, but if you guys remember Resident Evil Outbreak, RE9 has Outbreak in it, like the characters. The main character is literally one of the Outbreak main characters' daughter, Grace Ashcroft. So I think that's so cool that they're tying it with Outbreak. I really hope so one day, Kenko. It would be awesome if we could get an Outbreak remake, File 3, with like rollback netcode. You know how good that would be? I would play the hell out of that. Yeah, I used to play with Outbreak with M2 Dave and Chaotic and Future Time and a couple others. It was fun. But they were always entertaining. We'll probably do some of those eventually. Good whip punish. I like how Soup's using Nomad Dash to whip punish me. That's the best way to use Nomad Dash in neutral Cabal. It's one of his best neutral moves. Smart. Yeah, M2 Dave is still around. We actually just did a podcast last night on my podcast channel. Good whip punish. Yeah, we were playing so many mods back then, and it was crazy because someone would make one mistake and then Dave would blow a cassette. He would be like, "Why the hell are you in that room alone with no heals?" And that's like an hour in of the map that we invested, and then yeah, shit hits the fan. But it was funny. I mean, you know, you live and learn when you play it. I mean, those mods are hard as hell. You make one mistake and it's like, wow. Now everyone's got to restart. Yeah. That was during the COVID days too. We were playing the most Outbreak.
It has begun.
But yeah, those Outbreak streams are definitely fun.
Sonya.
But yeah, Master, M2 Dave's still around. We did a very long pod. The reason why I didn't stream last night is because we ended up doing a 4-hour podcast, so I was like way too tired after and I ended up going to sleep. But it's up on YouTube if you guys want to check it out. We basically talk about, you know, usual MK stuff and the whole news with Warner Bros. Is now, you know, up for sale. They're selling MK, so we don't know who's gonna get MK next. Do I think NRS should keep the formula from MK9? I would like them to, but I don't know how they would tweak it now. Because I feel like there's some stuff going back to MK9 that they would change. Because they feel like it's either wrong or it shouldn't be like that. So it really depends on like how they would do it. If they're gonna try to remake MK9 but then change a bunch of stuff about it to make it not play like MK9, then at that point I think they should just try to make a newer game. Wow, that was a bit sloppy right there. I was just doing random strings.
Round 2. Fight.
Apparently from what people are saying, a lot of people want Sony to get it. I think Sony would do good things if they ended up purchasing MK. Oh, I should have armored right there.
Round 3. Fight.
Damn, this Raiden is gaming right now. All the right reads. Oh my god, the wake up shocker. What? That's actually a good wake up.
Give your respect.
Soup always finds a way to sneak in that shocker. He was like saving it for the last round too.
Throne defended.
But I think it's the worst in this game, Shiva.
Has begun.
I think Shiva has the worst matchups overall. Half of her moves don't even work.
Shiva.
Shiva. Literally, yeah, half of her strings don't even work on most of the characters in the game. I don't even know how you're supposed to hit some characters, like Melina with Shiva. Kano actually has 50-50s, and he has a good mid string too. His back one, actually one of the good, and he has a good anti-air as well. Shiva, like, I mean, I'm not trying to say like Kano's super good, because they're both around the same level. Because I think Kano is slightly more manageable than Shiva, but that's not saying much. Because both these characters are pretty bad. That's a cheap trap. I remember you have to get hit by that. Poor Shiva, she does all this work just to get like a telestomp for 10%. Meanwhile, if you dodge it, you get a full combo. The suit's going in right now with Shiva. Sadly, Shiva was never a good character in this game, unless you mean like another MK game. Well, rest in peace, Shiva. Also, what am I doing? I could just neutral jump to stomp. I don't know why I forget that.
Wins.
Oh yeah, MK11 Shiva. That was the first time Enris made Shiva good. And people hated it.
There is a new king.
I remember... And what's funny is Fujin players were complaining about Shiva, and at that moment you gotta like pause and be like, wait a minute. Fujin players are complaining about Shiva. Should we really be listening to them? I feel like Fujin players got so lucky that with MK11, Shiva was taking all of the attention away from how dumb Fujin was. If it wasn't for Shiva being in that state, I think everyone's attention would have been on Fujin. He would have got nerfed. But Shiva literally, yeah, I remember people thought Fujin wasn't that good. They're like, look at Fujin, he's losing to Shiva in tournament, he's not good. And I'm like, are we sure Fujin's not good? Because Shiva's pressing down up on a controller? I mean, Fujin has like half screen normals, everything goes to a combo. Nice block on the 50-50. Her dragon stance was also good, Shiva. I remember Foxy was destroying people with it. Then they also nerfed that. They didn't let Shiva have anything. They nerfed her dragon stance and then they nerfed her stomp. I understand the stomp getting nerfed, but the dragon stance, probably a little overkill. The AI couldn't handle the stomp? Wow. So you could just, I guess, cheese the AI by spamming stomp and changing your timings. I remember one of the hypest matches in MK9 was, for those of you that weren't there, when Cat, who was playing Cabal, lost to Jeremiah Shiva at Final Round 2011. That was insane, because at that point we all knew Shiva was trash. And he was going up against the best character in the game. We were like, this is impossible. And then somehow Jeremiah does the impossible. He wins with Shiva in like a A2 matchup. Oh my god, CX grabs. Shiva was top tier in MK11 until they nerfed her. Oh, how was she in Trilogy? In Trilogy, Shiva was good also. The only game Shiva was decent in, it was MK11 she was good before they nerfed her. Trilogy, she's good. Aside from that, Armageddon, she's like around mid-tier. But aside from that, every other game she's terrible. She's the worst character in UMK3. What else? She's actually not in too many games. She's really only in MK3, Trilogy, and MK9 and MK11. She's also in MK3 too, and she's also terrible in that game. Oh my god, I fell for the down. I may be dead here. She does massive. Okay, dropped it. Shiva does like 50 off that. That's the trap. The 4-4 into Booger. People always want to jump when they have low HP. What's up, Malkalak? Good anti-air throw. Look, I'm playing into Dave right now. I mean, I'm sorry. I feel like I'm playing like Dave. Just dash up, down, two. That's what Dave used to do in this game. Part of his footsies. But it kind of... Freddy has a good down, two in this game. Okay, it's looking a little bit like MK9. I mean, MK11. Yeah, the podcast was interesting last night. It's funny how it ended up being about MK9 and it got super, super heated. Like, I haven't seen Tom be that angry in a long time. Tom was angry. Bro, what is this? Yo, mixing right. Bro, this is some ugly MK9 right now. This is just this. If MK9 had Combat League, it would look like this. It would just be ugly as hell. People doing wake up, jump into down two into X-ray. Not what's up, like Magic? Not angry, passionate. True, that's a good way to put it. I gotta fix that link because it's like linking a video from MK9 from 5 years ago. So I don't know why it's doing that. You know what? Since Soup is playing Shiva, I shouldn't even be playing Freddy. I'm gonna choose a low tier after this. Because there's no reason to play against Shiva with a character like Freddy. There's only one low tier character I play in this game. Hold on, Soup's going in right now with Shiva. Oh my god, the anti-air. What is going on right now? I'm actually getting footsied. Okay. Soup's not gonna floss me with Shiva. No way. I was gonna say. Damn, wake up meaty fireball? That's the tech? Remember seeing GG Jeremiah redoing the MK9 frame data YouTube video? Oh, nice. Okay, I gotta stop jumping at Shiva. Here's the thing about low tiers in MK9. You still can't jump at them. They have good answers. They just suck for like, because their tools suck. But they have the basics. Oh my god, I knew that was gonna... I just realized he had X-ray, and when I realized that he's gonna try to use it, before then it was too late. I was already getting hit by Shiva's toes.
We have a new king.
Actually, Noob is one of them. Noob is one of them, but he wasn't the character I was gonna bust out.
It has begun.
Oh, that reminds me of, I don't know, Future Time had this version of MK9. It was called MK9 Omega Edition, where every character was buffed to be Cabal's level. And it was pretty cool, some of the stuff Future Time did. I wish he released that. Because he was in the process of making it. He had, like, half of the characters, but then he never finished it.
Sub-Zero.
Yeah, it was MK9 Omega Edition. And there was some crazy stuff added to characters. And basically, he made every character as good as Cabal. So you could fight Cabal. And every character was like steroid buff.
New silent.
And the only character he didn't touch was Cabal. Cabal was left exactly like vanilla, but every other character, including Kenshi and Sony and whatever, were buffed to be as good as Cabal. But obviously, Sony and Kenshi got less buffs. And other characters, like low tiers, got like 50 changes, like 50 buffs. Yeah, I heard Fighter Z got a recent patch too. No, it's not even the combo. Wow, the EX dive kick is powerful. Oh nice, they added the Super Saiyan 4s in Fighter Z. It's actually pretty cool. Who's doing the new content for it? Is it still the same company or how's that working? That's actually awesome that they're doing another update for it. Wow, Cyber Sub slide is depressing. Yeah, that's actually crazy. Are the changes they showed so far good? Like, how do people feel about it? What the hell is that string? Well, Noob's X-Ray sadly sucks. It's got barely any armor. Cybersub's dive kick's so good in this game. It's a shame his other tools are really bad. Because I can just imagine if any other top tier had that dive kick that Cybersub does in this game, they would be ridiculous to fight against. They buffed a lot of characters in DBZ fighters as well, not just a new character. That's really cool. I wish NRS would kind of do that with like an older game. Like, let's say they go back to MKX or MK11 or whatever. They're like, hey guys, check out this free content update, you know, for fun. I think that would be interesting.
Sub-Zero.
What if Baraka had that dive kick? He'd be extra annoying because he's annoying on the ground with that blade charge move he has, which is literally his only good move. Actually, I'll use some Baraka after this. Baraka's like an annoying footsie character in this game. That's all he does is one move. You see how I'm just doing dive kick with Cyber Sub? Baraka, all he does is blade charge, basically. Oh, Baraka in the MK9 Omega from Future Time was ridiculous. He had like 50% combos. He had like his spin launched you when you did it normally on the ground, like Kung Lao spin. He had a lot of crazy stuff. I really wish Future Time finished that version. He should just release it the way it is, honestly. With half the cast completed. Yeah, it was fun. I think people would have liked that version more than the Trilogy Edition, because Trilogy Edition nerfed too many characters. Like, Cabal was kind of gutted.
Sub-Zero wins. Give your respect.
Yeah, and they also nerfed Brock in the beginning because he had this infinite that they couldn't fix in the corner. All he did was forward 4 chop chop. So they did something about his forward 4. They like reduced the hit advantage and just kind of ruined the normal after that. I mean, you can still use it as a restand, but it's like barely plus because of how bad it got nerfed. Yeah, they were just so... They didn't have the technology, like Tom said last night on the podcast, to fix the characters they wanted to. So they were nerfing characters like Baraka to try to compensate for things and just made the characters feel worse. Damn, this night was going crazy. Wait, why am I doing back 3 stackers like this is MK11? I'm thinking the wrong game. What the hell? Oh my god. World's worst punish? Why did I whiff that? That was terrible. Okay, hold on. Let me go Brock again, because I didn't want to show you guys that horrendous gameplay. That podcast was, yeah, the podcast was originally supposed to be like an hour and a half or 2 hours. But then because things got so heated, the discussion kept going, and then, you know, ended up becoming 4 hours. But it was enjoyable, aside from all the yelling. It just seems like Dave wasn't understanding what Tom was saying when he said MK9 isn't a comeback factor game, because Dave was thinking Cyrax. But Tom wasn't talking about the character, he was talking about like the game mechanics. I'll take it. Bro, this Nightwolf is putting in work with the shoulder charges. Oh my god, yo, I can't even whip a jab? What is this Nightwolf? Bro, this match is cracking me up. I don't know what this is. That was so close. I was gonna die if that hit. Yeah, that was a little toxic, Dr. Cyrax. I was like, okay, now it's getting to the point where people are getting way too dramatic. And the thing is, I kind of felt bad for Cherney, because it's like, we invited guests to come on, and it's like, do people really want to come on a podcast as a guest to get told to shut the hell up? And like, they're dealing with rabid hyenas? It's like, bro, you know, maybe we shouldn't invite people and then treat them like shit, because that kind of makes us look bad. And I'm like, why is Cherney getting told to shut up? And I'm like, bro, he's the guest. I don't think we should be treating him like shit. But it was like, what the? And then I felt bad for Cherney, because Cherney barely got to say anything the entire podcast. The moment you try to say something, Dave's like, shut your mouth. Nobody wants to hear you talking. I'm like, bro, this is a little too toxic. But it was funny. I'm not gonna lie, I had my mic muted, I was laughing a bit because of the ridiculousness. But yeah, the yelling was crazy. Man, I should have baited that. I don't know why Dave was getting so mad either. Like, I'm trying to understand, like, what caused the drama. All I remember Cyrax was talked about, and then it exploded. And then Tom was extremely mad. I haven't seen Tom get that mad in so long. Okay, I'll probably do like 2 more games. I'm getting really tired. Let's see. So we can bust out some Sindel for a bit. We'll do like first of 3 here. First of 3, and that will for Sindel. Yeah, the derailing was crazy. First, the topic was supposed to be NRS leaving in the hat. That topic only lasted 2 minutes because then MK9 got brought up, and then Cyrax got talked about, and then yeah, shit hit the fan, and no longer was it about the topic anymore. Damn, good reaction. Oh, I stole that round. He was trying to reflect right there. Yeah, an hour and a half of derailing. I felt like 50 minutes of the episode was about Cyrax. Like, which is like the most random topic, because Cyrax had nothing to do with, you know, what we were going to talk about. Yeah, Nightwolf's Reflect is crazy quick in this game. I wonder what's the frame date on. I think it's like 3 frames or something. I forget. The frame date is on TYM. Because Somernus did it, but it's one of the fast reflects. I think Kenchi's is fast too. Yeah, that's not what's going crazy right now with this pressure. Nightwolf sucks, but he hits hard. Oh, it's 1 frame. Okay, yeah, that explains a lot then. That's why it's so good. Yeah, you really have to catch Nightwolf sleeping then, if you're gonna throw projectiles at him. Oh, that was the wrong move. Oh my god, he read it and he went for the arrow. That was so bad on my part.
Pay your respects.
That was very bad. Hey, what's up, Ren dude? Thank you, man.
Throne defended.
Right now we're ending towards near the end of the stream. We're doing like a first of 3 here with Soup before I wrap it up. Remember the last time I saw it? I thought it said 3 frames. Maybe Dave isn't the only one with Alzheimer's. Oh man. You know what?
Cabal.
It's supposed to have some Cabal. Because Nightwolf's got that meat and potatoes per box. So we can do some pressure. My Cabal's probably going to be a little ugly though, because I haven't played him in a while.
Fight.
Yeah, we've been doing some MK9 lately. We try to do MK9 here at least once a week. That was the worst time to get a standing 3. That's why it's scary to reflect Cabal's Fireball, because if he does it slightly higher, then Nightwolf's reflect on whiff is horrendous. It's got like 100 frames of recovery. Yeah, Cabal was super cool in MK9. And then in MK11 they turned him into like an air dash character. Wow, is that meaty? Nice down too. Forgot shoulder. Nightwolf can meaty his shoulder in this game. On knockdown. Good answer. Oh my god, these anti-airs. Wow, I just lost to Nightwolf with Cabal.
Respect.
Okay, we're gonna have to run it back here. That's 1-0 Nightwolf right now.
Throne defended.
This matchup is really bad for Nightwolf. Like, I'm talking like A2 bad. Nightwolf's got a big juicy hitbox. Easy to infinite him.
Cabal.
Actually, okay, we got the Quan Chi coming out. This is like the classic matchup we used to play a lot.
Round one. Fight.
I'm gonna break that meter. Let's go. That was actually a little scary because Quan Chi has the rune trap. Quan Chi sucks, but when he has 3 bars, he can actually do stuff. Wow, good trip guard right there. Oh no, this is bad. There's a chance I die here. Okay, I got lucky. How does Soup know? He had the read. Yep, this is death. Yeah, Quan Chi with the best win outro, I agree with the chair. Creates his own throne anywhere. Nice challenge. It's not looking good. Oh my god, Soup made every possible right read. I just got read like a book. Alright, that's let's do first read with Quan, I guess. That's 1-0.
Throne defended. It has begun.
Yeah, and MKX, they kinda, I guess when they realized, you know, how much people were saying how bad Quan Chi was in MK9, that they were like, you know what, let's actually make this character good. So for MKX, they decided to go all out with Quan Chi, and they made him ridiculous. And the character was straight up menace for like over a year of the game's life. I remember no one had fun playing against that character. Yeah, I can't believe Quanti's back 2 used to be an overhead. I remember that. And then they nerfed it, and then they gave, I believe, what was this, forward 4 an overhead? Or was that over, or was that always an overhead? I don't remember. Read. What the hell was that? Standing for EX Rune? Okay, I don't know what kind of read that was. That's actually some maniac behavior right there. I'm seeing all kinds of new stuff. Oh no. People is getting robbed by this lag. I feel bad because Soup had the hit there, but then the game lagged and he didn't get to use his meter. It looks like a lag switched. Yeah, the weird looking kick.
There is a new king.
Yeah, that's what it was. It was, I believe it was his forward 4. It was like the overhead kick. And I don't remember if that was always an overhead or if they gave him that after they nerfed back 2. It could have always been an overhead.
Cabal.
I remember I was playing Quan Chi in the beginning too for a couple ESLs. I was using the sorcerer variation. I had the ridiculous brain dead armor portal. You would just do an armor portal in the corner and then you would mash 50-50s over and over. Doesn't he have something like that now in MK1? Like the armor portal? I think it's not as good as the one in MKX. But I believe they brought that back. Yeah, so, because I remember, I believe it was Cowboy that was talking about it on one of our podcasts recently. Wow, what was that weird whiff? That was like some new tech.
Quan Chi wins. Round 2. Fight!
No, wrong time to do that.
Cabal wins.
I'm so lucky Soup didn't touch me right there because that would have been EX Rune Trap City. Wow, Cabal didn't know what side to face. Bro? What the hell? Oh my god, what was that? Okay, that's 2-1 Quan Chi, right? I think it's 2-1 Quan Chi right now. It's cool how an MK9 can have multiple portals on the screen at the same time. What's his other portal do? I know he has the armor one. What's his other portal? Oh, I think it's the one where you can't move past it. But then I think Cowboy mentioned that the portal sucks because people could just block dash through it. And if that's the case, then what's the point of that? Oh, it's the meter drain one. Quan was always hyped to watch at high levels, at least. Michelangelo versus Big D. Yeah, that top 8 match was insane. Michelangelo's Quan Chi was honestly the most annoying Quan Chi I've ever played against in MKX. He knew exactly, like, how to, like, escape. He was so slippery with him. Whenever you let him get out and had like, room to breathe to escape, he was so hard to get in on again because he would, like, you know, he had more of the zoning mindset. He was very good at, like, spacing, meter building, summoning the bat. Like, he had that all down to a science. This is not good. But Super's getting robbed this set with lag. What the hell is that? Oh my god, the lag. Well, I'm dead here. I don't know what's lagging so much right now. Yeah, that Evo was stacked for MKX. I'll take some out of the corner at least. Nice answer. I do remember Jupiter. We were talking about him earlier, actually. We were talking about how he was there with Theo and Injustice. They were super good, but then in MKX they kind of lost interest in the game. Which is understandable, because MKX was so different from Injustice. Whoa, what the hell is that? What is this? I just got smacked in the face. Yo, these reads are on point by Suit. I have to, like, be careful the way I pressure. Well, this is not good. This is Rune Trap. Alright, that's 3-1. GG. Damn, that's kind of sad losing to bottom tier Quan Chi with Cabal.
Throne defended.
But Soup is kind of ridiculous right now at this game. GG's. And really quickly, let me thank those of you who have followed the stream. So I'm going to end it here. So let me give you a thank you to Musical Prism 01, Flinks FGC, Melatonin High, Hey Go Tangiet, It's Not a Doctor, Big Race, and Bot Stroller. Thank you guys for the follows, and I'll see you guys. Well, I'm probably not going to stream tomorrow because it's going to be my rest day, but I'll see you guys on Monday for my next stream. Yeah, and Terrible Punchy. GG's, man. Peace out, guys. Enjoy your weekend.